What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. Welcome to In the Green DFS. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be putting together 6 plays for you guys, or 6 different picks. You can put together the 6-man play with me if you want. But first, let's go over yesterday's play. As you can see, we did not hit yesterday. We've got 2 of our 4 plays correct. Anthony Santander was pretty simple, and so was Suzuki. But Jose Altuve had a horrible game. I was very unimpressed with that. And Seager sold us as well. The new pitcher was quite impressive. So we lost that one, but moving on to today, we're going to go to the board. And the first thing we are going to do here is we are going to find Marcell Ozuna. Now, we're going to go with Marcell for the over on 7.5 hitter fantasy score. We're trying to get to a couple of these early again. It's been working the last couple of days, especially for some of our VIP players. But let me go ahead and give you the rundown on Marcell Ozuna. Marcel's batting a .478 batting average with 11 hits. He's got 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 6 runs scored in 6 games versus the Marlins this season. He faces Max Meyer, who's just back from a stint in the AAA. His last start, he got absolutely crushed by the Brewers, and I expect Marcell to dominate this dude. So we're going to go ahead and lock in Marcell. I'm going to try to get through these a little bit quicker as well, given the fact that we're doing 6 different plays today. The next play for today is going to be our guy Bobby Witt Jr., hottest hitter in baseball. As you guys know, Bobby's the hottest hitter in baseball currently, and I expect him to tear up Kiter Montero. Montero has 6.38 ERA. He's given up 7 hits, 5 runs in each of his last 5 games. Let me say that again. He's given up at least 7 hits and 5 runs in each of his last, I think it's 3 games actually. So let me make that correction. If that's 5 games, I'll be shocked. At least the last 3 games, he's given up 7 hits and 5 runs. But more importantly, this line is probably going to be bumped given the pitching lineup they have for today and the available people in the from the pen. So I would go ahead and lock this in now at 10 hitter fantasy score. Don't think twice about it. Lock them in. Let's move on to the next one. Bobby Witt's been unbelievable. Even if you look at this, this is not going to show you what Bobby Witt's done over the course of this month. So lock in Bobby Witt for our second play. Now we're going to move over to our third play, which is going to be Seth Lugo. And we're going to take Seth Lugo for over 5 pitcher strikeouts. All right, I will give you one quick rundown on how I feel about Seth and why this matchup works out. Well, first things first, Seth's got a record of 2-0 with an ERA of 1.38 and 16 strikeouts in his 2 appearances against the Tigers in his career. So this guy's been in the league for a while. You know, I think he's 14, 15 years in the league now, but he pitches deep into almost every game he plays in. He should have no issues getting 5 strikeouts against this Tigers team without Riley Green. Lock him in. This play is probably going to be pushed to at least 5.5, if not 6, I'm willing to bet by the end of the day. So lock that in now while you have the chance. And then the fourth play of today, we're going to go back to the well with our guy Xavier Edwards from Miami. As you can see, I don't need to say much about Xavier. This guy's been unbelievable. In his last 15 games, he's got 23 hits, a home run, 10 RBIs, 10 runs, and 8 stolen bases. The kid's on fire, and we're going to honestly ride this one until he cools off a little bit, if I'm being honest with you. He's facing almost a 41-year-old Charlie Morton. And Charlie Morton is serviceable, but the guy's very hittable at this stage of his career, and Xavier Edwards has been fantastic. He's making great bat-to-ball connection. He's stealing bases. This guy is probably the future for the Miami Marlins, at least as long as they keep him. So we're going to go ahead and lock in Xavier Edwards as well. I know my guy Rob's going to be mad at that one because he's a diehard Marlins fan as well, and it's tough over there with Jazz hitting four home runs in his last 2 games. But moving on to the next pick, guys, we are going to go with Jose Ramirez. Now, this game in general, I think it has a 9.5. Vegas has a 9.5 runs, so I picked on this game a little bit, but there's a reason. First things first, we're going to take the over on Jose Ramirez. J-Ram is really getting it going again. His last 3 games, he's got 16, 37, and 12 fantasy scores, as you can see right here. He also got 3 home runs in that stretch. I think he had two games ago and 1 last game. I expect. Also he faces Trevor Rogers, and he's a lefty. I expect J-Ram to crush this guy. And to be honest with you, this line I think will also be closer to 9, if not 9.5, by the end of the day. I'm not sure why this line is so low given the total, but we're going to go ahead and take that one and lock it in as well. And the last play of the day is going to be another guy we're going back to the well on, and that's going to be our guy Anthony Santander. Anthony Santander has crushed it for us, and I think all of the plays we've used him in, I think. except maybe one. I think he's got all of them for us. As you can see here, obviously in the last 4 of the 5, he's had no problem with it. He got it in yesterday's play as well. He's facing Ben Lively. He's been decent this year, but I expect Santander to stay hot. And honestly, he'll make quick work of the 7.5 fantasy score. He had 7, I think it was yesterday. He's got 7.5 today. I think it's a very likable matchup. And like I told you, Vegas has the line at 9.5 in this game today. So it should bode pretty well for both Anthony Santander and our guy J Ram, Jose Ramirez. So let's check this out one more time to make sure we have everything right. All right, we're going to start with the Marcell Ozuna for over 5.5 hitter fantasy score. We've got Bobby Witt Jr. over 10 hitter fantasy score. We've got Seth Lugo over 5 pitcher strikeouts. We've got Xavier Edwards over 7.5 hitter fantasy score. And we've got Jose Ramirez over 8 hitter fantasy score. And we're finishing it off with Anthony Santander with over 7.5 fantasy score. Now, these are some of the type of parlays we put in VIP. We do a lot of 5 and 6 mans, especially 6 mans recently. But let me go ahead and lock this in first before I forget. We're going to lock this in, $20 to win 500. I like this one today. It's one of these plays. I don't jump on a lot of 6 mans unless it's specifically for our VIP guys, and I don't usually do this kind of things for free picks, but I want you guys to know these are 6 completely separate picks. Utilize these how you want in your plays and your parlays, or if you're playing DraftKings, consider it as well. This is the type of thing that, you may only like 3 of these plays, and you might want to pair them with 1 or 2 guys that you like, or plays that you're really into for today. So, use it at your discretion. I'm locking in the 6-man play, as you see here. And then, of course, the last thing I want to go over before I get you guys go here is, remember, if you don't have Chalkboard yet, we are doing an exclusive play on Chalkboard every day for the rest of this week and the rest of next week. It's going to be a 6-man play. I think we got 5 of 6 last night, right? But it's going to be a 6-man play on Chalkboard. We're doing very well with the Chalkboard plays because you can adjust your lines over there. But if you want to get that 6-man play, all you have to do is one of 2 things. You can either go to the link in our bio and you can either pick up our VIP package, or you can just simply sign up for Chalkboard, download the app, sign up for Chalkboard, and use the code in our description there. The code is in the green, but we'll also put it down below so you have it. Pretty simple, to the point, guys. If you have any questions, let us know. Be sure to like and subscribe. Remember, if you do, go ahead and use that code to sign up for Chalkboard. All you have to do is write us on either DM us on Instagram, or just write in the comments there that you did that, and we will give you a free week of VIP, so you'll get all the VIP plays for all the different apps for the entire week. That way you can see if you like it, and if you want to stick with it, great. If you're winning a ton of money with us, rock and roll. If you're not, you can do what you want from there. In either case, guys, have an awesome Thursday. Let me know if you have any questions. Just hit the comments, like and subscribe. Have an awesome day. Let's crush this.